Hey everyone, so I haven't recorded any tutorial videos in a while, so I thought I'd do that today. I was just gonna go over what heroes to level up and who maybe you can leave on your roster, and same with weapons, how many of them to keep, that sort of thing. There seems to be a lot of questions around that, and I see people that only have 2 purple 3-star weapons, for example, and they disassemble one and only keep one. Well, then you're not gonna have a 3-star weapon or higher for doing a stack. So weapons are effective even if you can only take them to last promotion and you have to leave them. In my main alliance, not this account, but in my main alliance, we have several people that just keep hanging on to them and leave them at last ascension for, or last promotion, I should say. They leave them there until they draw another one to use for the last promotion. Yeah, I mean, it's great to have one that's all completely done, but what do you do if you color stack for the war machine? Then you only have 2-star weapons in front of your heroes, for instance, and they don't have much of an impact. So the weapons definitely change how your heroes can do things, right? So like this is a speed weapon, so it'll take less tiles to charge a hero and they can hit sooner with their special. So I have that one and I have that one, and I'm definitely gonna be hanging on to both of them. I think if I upgrade this though, I might wipe myself out of food. 38k, I got 76k worth of food. Alright, 2 2-star weapons. Alright, I can do this. And if you're somebody who likes to fight mono with all the same color, even in your raids and everything, then you're gonna want at least 5 of each color, right? And for challenge events and that sort of thing, you got 3-star weapons for rares. If you like to fight mono, you need 5. And 4-star weapons, you need at least 5 if you're fighting mono. And then for legendary, you can use 4-star weapons. Oh, excuse me. 4-star weapons and 5-star weapons. So yeah, you definitely need a roster full of them for all different reasons. I'm gonna hang on to quite a few of these just because they're dodge guns. So they're gonna hang around in my roster. Drew a 4-star purple, which is pretty cool. And I like this one because critical chance. So for the mercenary event in my main account, I've been using a 4-1 team. So a 4 purple. And 2 of my purple heroes have this critical chance. It's good for strikers. They're the 2 strikers that I have. The snipers have the critical chance guns on them. So yeah, I've hung on to quite a few of these. I think 3 of these. Oh, food. Food is such a precious resource. Running out again now. But that's alright. Yeah, so that you want to keep that in mind before you disassemble any that are 3-star or higher. And I'll actually jump to my main account in a few minutes here and show you I got a ton of 3-star weapons. I have 5 of each color, and then I have a bunch of them just sitting there for when I do promotions. on them. So, yeah, and I mean, if you have room, you definitely want to hang on to as many as you can just for the variety. So, and what's the leaf blade do? I'm going to keep this one for quite a while. This is armor. Yeah, armor damage. Yeah, so if you're ever wondering what they do, just click on that icon. But yeah, so they give your heroes a little bit of a defense buff, a little attack buff, and then armor damage on this one. So, I'm just gonna collect my rewards here. Oh, defense boosts. Thank you. So it's hoping a little bit closer to leveling up and I could record that, but I'm a little ways off for now, but that's okay. Can maybe do that in a separate video. That's cool. 3-star weapon and a rare skill book. Right on. And I go favorite that weapon. Oh, I got another one here too. Sweet. Now, this GP Magnum, in the collect weapons that they do, the weapons quest every few weeks, you can get a bunch of these, so eventually I will disassemble some of these, but I do want to keep a few of them for the variety to start out with. That collect weapons quest is really cool. It rotates through all 5 of the colors. I wish that they would run it more, just to get more weapons to collect up and disassemble, but that's okay. That's pretty cool. So, now, heroes. Let's go talk about these guys for a few minutes. So a lot of people question which ones to level up, and I can honestly say, except for Manfred, which is one of the zombies, I haven't found a hero that's unworth leveling up, except maybe him. Like, they all have their uses, so some things you want to look for, like, Rex is a great sniper. He just strikes one target, but he's fast, charge speed, and he removes buffs from all enemies. So there's a few different buff dispellers in the game, and there's lots of like counter attackers, for instance, and lots of armor up heroes and health up heroes, attack up heroes. So he's great for buff dispelling any of those buffs on the defensive teams. So that's something to look for. Like, Tella's a healer. I'm gonna keep her for a while, and I actually did finish her special skill just because she's the only healer so far that I've been able to draw. I don't like using the epic skill books on 3 stars, but in her case, it was worth it. Since she's the only one I've drawn so far, and I'm rather cheap to play. I'm pretty much free to play in this account. I haven't spent anything for quite a while on this account. Now Dougal's, again, he's armor, and he does a little bit of regeneration. So he's healing and armor. And armor heroes are cool to have because they add, once they add that armor, then the attacking team has to take that armor off before it takes any health off. So you've essentially put the health of your hero right up through the armor, which is, that's neat actually. So look for how to round out your teams as well. So I have lots of green and lots of red heroes. So hopefully, you need 30 heroes for war. Hopefully I'll be able to draw some more blue heroes soon. Because I don't need any more red. I don't need any more yellow really either at the moment. And I definitely don't need green. So I need to kind of draw some more purple and some more blue. Boy, I kind of need purple before I even need blue. Because blues I got 4 of, purples I've only got 3. So I'm going to have to save some feeders for war tomorrow. Some 2 stars of those colors just in case I need them to stack. So yeah, look for those kind of things. Honestly, like, all of them are worth leveling to have for the events that we do. This guy's a fast sniper. He's alright too. He's actually pretty good for a 3-star. And then you got Victoria down here. Finally got a copy of her the other day. She's a beast of a 3-star. Absolutely. There's so many people that have leveled up multiple copies of her and use her in the events. Sometimes it's a whole team of Victorias, which is kind of funny, but yeah, like, fast sniper and hits everybody. It's or can hit up to everybody. It's a great special. Glad they haven't nerfed her. They nerfed her once near the beginning because she was overpowered for a 3-star, but yeah, they've left her alone since, so that's pretty cool. And then you got Jonah here, who's another armor dealing hero, so he's pretty cool to have as well for a 3-star. So look for those same kind of things in the 4-stars and up. Look for your buff dispellers. Look for the heroes that do multiple things on their special, because usually they're pretty decent. So same here, you got, she's an AoE hitter like Jonah, and then does armor for herself and nearby allies. So that kind of gives you a little bit of an idea of who to level up. Any defenses down is great to have. So Coffee Man here, Latte, hits all enemies. Plus he does extra damage against armor, which is cool to counter the armor up heroes. And then the minus 35 defense for 3 turns, that can be killer, right? And what's the one I'm leveling, he actually has more, minus 65 defense, because he's up to 7 right now. So I probably won't go any further with him just because he needs those epic skill books and I don't want to give them to too many 3-stars. But even here, that's a wicked hit. So I'm just gonna hop over to my main account and go through a couple of these same things I went through here. I got more hero variety and weapon variety there, so I'm just gonna pop over there, show you a couple more things, and we'll be good to go. Okay, so here, my main account, I'm gonna go through a few more of the heroes and weapons. So Throttle, I've managed to get him a couple copies of him now. So the other copy I haven't started on because I'm busy with other ones, but he's still sitting in my roster. I'm not gonna get rid of him because I am likely gonna level up another one when I get a chance to. So this is another one you want to look out for. Clear status ailments from all allies. So that's pretty cool. And he's a healer. And he does dodge. So that's a triple threat there. He is, for a 4-star, he's pretty good. defenses aren't that fantastic, but none of the green defenses seem to be really. Coyote's another healer, status ailments, and defense. So he's another good one. If I ever get another copy of him, I'd probably level it as well. I've gotten to the point where I've got quite a bit of hero variety. So I do have a number of teams to kind of put together and pick from when there are events on, which is very cool because it keeps me competitive. I end up in the top 100 a lot, so, and I've only been able to do that just by leveling so many different ones. Aiko's awesome. I really like her special. The charge of the target is cool, so she's doing damage and she's taking charge away so they can't hit you. I don't know how many times I've threw her at a healer, threw her special at a healer. It takes the charge away and they can't charge up, right? So I've kept multiple copies of her. I have a third one leveled. It's probably be a while before I actually finish off the special skill though. These epic skill books kill me, man. I hardly ever have them. As soon as I get them, they're gone. Logan is a good one too. He's attack up. He's one of the attack up heroes, and he also clears status ailments. Plus he does some damage. So the zombies are pretty awesome too. I have a couple copies of Lindsay. This is my first copy of Spud that I'm leveling now. Plus they have the family bonus, right? So anytime you get heroes of a family, the more of those you have, the more you can use them together, then the more you get these bonuses. So I use Lindsay quite a bit, the two Lindsays that I have together, so I get that +3 attack, which is a cool option. As soon as Spud's fully leveled, I'm sure I can throw him in there and have 3, which would give me +6 attack. So that's a pretty cool option. So all the events have families, mercenary family. You got your zombie family, you got your cowboy family, your raider family, so it's a pretty cool option. I have some 3-star mercenaries. They receive bonuses in the mercenary event though, so that's kind of unfortunate that the mercenaries don't receive the bonuses normally, but anytime the event comes up you can use them together and get those its attack and defense up. Those are pretty cool bonuses, that's for sure. So where's Mr. Manfred? He's the only one here that I can't find any use for. He needs a buff. So I'm glad I didn't give him any epic skill books, that's for sure. So the caster and nearby allies get 82% attack for 3 turns, and the caster and nearby allies get 116 defense for 3 turns. It's not a terrible special, but it should cover the entire team. Like, it's kind of useless that he only covers himself and those beside him. I have used him a couple times just to see how he did, and it really wasn't anything special. Like, he should be like Jacob, where he covers the whole team. Like, at least, Jacob here helps out everybody on the team with attack and attack up and then the support attack. So yeah, I don't know. Manfred's the only useless one I've found so far. All of them are great for all different things. Just gotta find what they're good at, right? So yeah, because I don't like, there's people that don't have a whole 30 roster yet, And they already feed away some of their 3 stars because they get a duplicate. Okay, well, Victoria's a fantastic 3-star. Definitely worth keeping more of her. Same with Latte Man here. I have 2 of him leveled in this account. I have a second Victoria, but I haven't leveled her up yet. I think I have a second one of him. I would keep a second one of him as well. And then that way you're playing the family bonus together. So you get the +3 attack whenever you use him. Plus that's a pretty good hit. 220 to the target and nearby enemies, plus he's poisoning over 3 turns, so I don't know, a lot of heroes are worth keeping, and if you like to compete in the events, then a lot of them are worth keeping multiple copies of, so I just started the second copy of Rex to have another buff dispeller, which I'm looking forward to, so, and I have duplicate copies of both Hush and Logan. Eventually I'll probably level both of those up too. She's a good sniper. And he, as you already saw, does 3 things. He's a triple threat as well. He's a good 5-star. There's my second copy of Throttle. So I've kept a lot of duplicate copies of a lot of these heroes for a number of different reasons, so. And then Talia, this is the duplicate copy, but she does buff dispelling as well. So, and the attack down is good to have as well. Yeah, so just read over the specials carefully, and like eventually all of them are worth leveling up at least 1 copy of, except for Manfred. I don't know, in my mind anyway. I know a lot of people avoid the slower heroes. But Dasha, for instance, like, when she hits, that's a good hit. And I can't even promote her to last level yet because I'm short ballistic armor. I always short this 5-star stuff for sure. But she does have a decent special. 260 damage to the target and nearby enemies. More damage against armor, which is always good. Plus they're gonna bleed for 3 turns. Which is cool too. And when I can finally promote her, that special's only gonna get better, right? And plus her defenses and health will go up a little bit more. I won't say she's a glass cannon because she can take a couple hits at this level, but yeah, she doesn't always survive for long, but she's great for my war teams right now, until I finally can get her leveled. So if some of these heroes weren't slow, there'd be no balance, and they would be nerfing them, because this is a good special. But that's the balance to it, right? She's got to have a slow charge. She can't have a fast charge with this kind of a special. Or the damage, they'd have to take the damage rate down to have it balanced out, otherwise she'd be overpowered. Alright, so weapons. So I touched on this before when I did the weapons episode, but I kept multiple copies of dodge weapons. Used dodge on the defense quite a bit. This one's another dodge, and I've kept multiple copies of it. I keep every speed weapon I get. So this is a speed. This one's a speed. Back when I didn't really know, when I first was getting weapons and first started the game, a lot of us were new at that time. It was just released in Canada and we were just all figuring things out. I actually did get rid of one of these, and I wished I had enough. I had another Tigger Happy weapon here, and I went and used it to upgrade another weapon. I didn't disassemble it, but I went and used it to upgrade. I'm like, ah! Then you realize afterwards, Dang it, I just got rid of a speed weapon. But that's okay. So I've kept a couple of health weapons too, because greens don't really have that great of defenses, so I use the health weapons on offense quite a bit, because I usually take in a healer too, right? So I'm not so worried about the dodge on when I'm on offense, but on defense I use the dodge quite a bit. So a couple of speed weapons here. So, and like I say, I got 4 or 5 of this 3 stars covered of each color. I might even do more. It looks like I only have 4 reds. Yeah, and then it jumps into the 4 stars. But I got 5 4 stars in red. So when I take a mono team in to fight the war machine, fighting a green war machine, taking all red heroes, then I have at least all 4-star weapons to take in. The 5-star weapons are so dang hard to get. You can get them if you're gonna drop a lot of money into it. You can definitely get them. So I've kept quite a few of the purples as well. So just some things to think about, like you have the room as well, right? I have capacity for 100 weapons. As you level up, it gives you more capacity, and you can always buy a bit of capacity if you need to. I think I've only expanded my weapon capacity once. I've expanded the hero capacity a few times. But yeah, you can always increase them here. I don't think I'll ever need to expand the weapon cap increase again, but I might for the heroes. And now every time you do, it goes up in gold. So I've expanded the hero cap increase enough times that the next time I do it, it's going to cost me 150 in gold. I've only expanded this one once, so the weapon cap, so it still stayed at 50. And I've never increased my team cap. I've never found a need to. So I know some people like putting the extra teams in. If you go to edit team and then you click on, I've named this one my farm team. You can add more teams here. It'll give you another slot, but I don't even use all of mine. But a lot of people like setting up all their war teams through here, which is cool if that's what they want to do. I've always used different war teams depending on tank colors and depending on a bunch of different stuff. So I've never had set war teams, but there are people that do that. There's a lot of mono fighters that have the same war teams every time, so they set them up all in here. They set all the heroes up like this. So anyway, yeah, I find that would waste my gold personally, because I wouldn't have a need for it. So alright guys, so that's some more stuff to keep in mind when it comes to weapons and heroes. So yeah, I mean, definitely level a copy of almost every hero if you can, right? Like, they are worth it for war, they are worth it for the events, except for Manfred. Even somebody like Astrid, she's a slow hero too, but she does good damage, plus the burn. She can take a hit too. She can stand up to quite a few hits, so yeah, just some things to keep in mind. Definitely read over their specials, and yeah, go from there. Don't feed them away too soon if they're a 3, 4, and 5-star, until you know for sure that you won't ever have a use for them again, just in case, because you may not ever get them back. Especially the 5-stars. It's awfully stingy with 5-stars in this game. 5-star heroes and weapons. So, alright everybody, happy hunting, and I will see you next time. Thanks for joining me.